So you read that your astrology was supposed to be fantastic this year, and yet nothing has really happened. And you're like, what gives? Now I know some of you are totally gonna roll your eyes when I say this, but what if the only thing keeping you from the abundance that you seek is really your own lack of patience? And before you're like, oh, sweet bro, thanks for the wisdom, just stay with me. I want to make a few points here that are going to be general to everyone, but this is especially true for folks that really stood to benefit from Jupiter in Cancer, where it still is, people with a lot of Cancer placements or cardinal placements, or folks that have a rising midheaven in Cancer or some of the other cardinal signs. Now, putting aside that there's always mitigating factors specific to each person's chart, which can counterbalance typically good transits, you have to understand with astrology, even the best transits, rarely does anything just fall in your lap. Even if a giant freaking sack of money just fell from the ground, like you still have to go and pick it up and count it, maybe file taxes, put it in a bank. And this is true with a lucky transit, like an exalted Jupiter in Cancer, which was supposed to rain down blessings, expand everything that it touched. And it does that, but you have to understand the nature of Jupiter is to kind of expand the luck that you sort of believe that you have. Good things aren't just going to happen unless you're putting yourself in situations where they can happen, where you're trusting that there is something out there that's going to support you when you're focused on doing the right things and when you have an optimistic and positive attitude towards them. It doesn't mean, wow, you're just going to get famous. It means that maybe if you put yourself out there, put that brand, that business that you've been wanting to build, you start that side hustle, that may have a chance to do really well and be really successful, but you still have to put the effort and the belief forward. Also remember that nothing really happens linearly, especially not in astrology, which is all about cycles. And even those cycles are jagged because there's standstills, there's retrogrades, there's moving forwards, and there's a couple steps back. And this has been a weird, wonky year. Jupiter is still passing through Cancer. It's going to retrograde. It's not actually going to complete its Cancer cycle until next July. There's things percolating. Seeds that you've planted are growing. Don't get frustrated just because, I don't see any good things happening. And maybe this sounds obvious, but a lot of people stifle their dreams and their impulses. They adopt a feeling of, it can't happen for me because they won't actually do those small steps. They don't give themselves a chance to fall into some kind of wave of luck. I hope this is a little reassuring, especially on a day where the sun opposes Chiron and also squares Jupiter. It might be a day where we feel a little bit like, all the things I wanted aren't here yet, or I want these things I can't have. Like we want to maintain the status quo, but like there's still so much. We really notice and we're frustrated by the fact that we're not there yet. Take a deep breath. Trust the process, do the steps, but also have the faith and the belief. It can happen. It is happening.